Now I've got a little bit of time here at the end of the day, and what I wanted to do, we're hoping we're gonna have a paintable day pretty soon, but this Portuguese sandpaper has been really working great. And what I wanted to do is try to get as many parts prepped up today or tonight as I can. It's just I think this is one of the finds that's coming out of this job. And what happens is, every time I do something, this is hard to believe, I learn something. And the more you do, the more you learn, of course. And so, you know, I had never used this type of sandpaper before, but it's really good stuff. And I'm hoping what I'm really going to shoot for tonight is that I can get the next paintable day. God forbid we should have 2 or 3 of them a month. We're going to have a paintable day. I'll have everything prepped up like little soldiers waiting to, you know, go to Waterloo or something. But I wanted to show this real close. And Mark, I got to give you credit. That sandpaper was a good find, whatever you got it for. In fact, go get a thing of 400 and a thing of 1,000 while you're at it. Wait till Mark starts buffing this out and he sees how strong you get from all that buffing. But anyway, we're getting a lot of the work. That is 600 sandpaper takes a lot of the little imperfections out. This part in particular, I wanted to show. This part had a bunch of issues in the very beginning. We've gotten rid of most of them. We're probably one more sand out away from, I'm hoping, another coat of clear. And this is one of the few parts on this project, they don't get any decals. Wow. Boy, does that speed things up when you don't have, like Vince's job had no decals. Speeds it right up. Anyway, that sandpaper, believe me, is a find. If you're doing any of this work for hobby or for your whatever, I would check that sandpaper out. Now some of these big pieces, this has several coats of clear on. It's really starting to look nice. And I'm thinking, because I don't know if we're gonna have decals on this yet. Mark's got that one little decal that may go up there. I don't know if he's gonna do that, but by prepping this up, if we do get a paintable day, wow. I'll have enough work to do a whole painting day. And it'll be really nice if, you know, if God forbid it's above freezing or something. We had this great gap in the weather that was 60, 70 degrees. Got a lot of riding in. Made up a couple of videos of our rides, but this time of year, so unpredictable. And again, I've said this on previous videos, but this Portuguese sandpaper, boy, is this stuff nice. I am really appreciating that little extra, you know, it's just nicer material to work with. Nice material is worth having, that's for sure. But we're coming up on the sand out of these parts. This, if we don't have any decals, this might be the last coat of clear we need to put on here. Basically, we're just working on little details, and what it is, everything from this point on is little details. Now, I really feel committed to this, sharing this information that I learned. Now, keep in mind, I have in the past, I've been doing this 52 years. I've been painting and owned a compressor for 50, probably the same compressor too, for 52 years. It's a shop tool. Now, what I'm trying to share, I shared it with an email the other day because I thought it was so significant. Even my modeling friends who, you know, they use different material. They usually use Brodak dope or some variation of, they don't use, really most of them don't use car paint. So what I thought was worth passing on is this Rhino wet in Dasa that comes from Portugal. Probably a lot of people know about it, but I wanted to give it a day or so to see if I really maybe, you know, it was just me the other day and I had a lot of energy, but that's not the case at all. The stuff really is good. So what I thought was a great idea, and this is why I get a lot done. I thought, well, we're hoping that when this project is done, we're going to have an A-team buffathon at my house, and everybody can get to buff one of the parts out. or whatever, as a little payback to Mark for, I don't know, free pizza or something. Whatever it is. But anyway, the whole idea was I asked Mark, he's going to be going down to the body shop, I think, to get some more supplies and the stickers for the fork legs and stuff. And I would love to see if this product, this is that Rhino, whatever, if they make this is 600 by the way. If they make this in 2500, boy, I would love to give it a try. Wow. So we may have that in the next couple days. What I have always found that almost every project we work on like this, we learn something. Sometimes it's a small, insignificant thing. You learn some little trick, some tip, something. But believe me, you always learn something. And that's why a skill like being a really high-skilled, high-end painter, you don't really learn it. First of all, you're never going to learn it in school. And you're not going to learn it, I don't think so, in some mass production body shop. You got to kind of learn it on the fly, I guess, is the best way. Now, in my case, learning about the skill of painting model airplanes, painting guitars, we've done a lot of guitars, painting, oh my God, painted that real airplane that I used to own, the Air Coupe. So, and working for Randolph Products, consulting for them for many, many years when we did the development of Brodak Dope that pretty much is the dominant paint used in modeling in a lot of events. So I just think that whenever we do learn something, we have some kind of an obligation to try to pass it on with the hope that somebody else will share the information and then pass it on and share the YouTube video or whatever. And we all get to paint and get to enjoy this a little bit more. Anyway, I think, here was my plan. If we get to use, if the 2500 is as good as the 600, I think we could buff out the whole motorcycle. If we had two or three people, make up a little assembly line, we could do it in probably at worst 2 days and at best 1 day. But that sandpaper really does cut nice. Wow. You got to see that in real life to believe it. Now, because I got a lot of the parts, I'm probably ready for a painting day. So I had a little time left in this session, and I thought I'd give this another thorough sanding, because what's going to happen, we're going to get this paint later this week, and let's hope the color matches. But I think we better all go to church this Sunday or something, or Saturday or whatever, because boy, poor Vlad has had his problems with this paint. And we ain't using that water-based stuff. Not for me. I know they use it in California and they use it for all kind of different stuff, but you know what? This is the devil I know. And an old dog like me, slow to learn new tricks. I like old stuff. I like steam engines. Remember when we had steam engines? Everybody had a job. Wow. Remember we had a car industry at one time? Yeah. What a concept. Anyway, I'm really hoping we are going to make a pilgrimage to Gavin's. Vlad is coming over. We are going to make that pilgrimage. And we are going to have paint. I hope it matches. My God, if it doesn't, I don't know what we're going to do. Anyway, I wanted to show one other thing that's really important now. Because we've already painted this. We painted it several times, in fact. The places, and I don't want the paint building up too thick, where it would be prone to have a problem would be in these reverse curves. Inside where these rubber grommets go. And also this little area up here. And boy, this sandpaper, I can't say enough about it. Mark, you have really hit a home run here. Now I want to fold that sandpaper back into 3, 4, 5 things. What I think is better about the sandpaper is the backing. The backing doesn't get all goofy after a while. To get in that notch. Now I spent a lot of time talking Vlad out of using that water-based paint. So if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna have egg on my face. I'm gonna have a Bermuda egg on my face. I don't know. when things don't work out in the world of paint, it can really be frustrating. But that's why we do this, because it's really, really difficult. When you see the bikes in my garage, every one of them has been a learning experience where I've learned something. And believe me, you're not going to go to Harvard and learn that either. You're going to go to Windy U. If only that were true, right? I know you're saying that. I can hear Chris saying it right now. Anyway, no matter what, in the last couple of days, I have become a big fan of this, whatever we're going to call it, this Portuguese sandpaper. I just couldn't be happy with it. And this will be a test, because these are parts. These are real parts. These are not something we're just going to play with. So I'll get the rest of it. Actually, I'll have time tonight to finish the rest of these, prep everything up. Hope that tomorrow is a painting day. You know, it can be a no painting day for a lot of reasons, but the biggest one, of course, it's been very damp, very rainy, very unspring-like. Anyway. So believe it or not, we are ready for a painting day. All we need is the weatherman to cooperate. All this color sanding got done. We are ready to paint the stripe. And boy, we hope these stickers, when Mark comes over, we can get all of these. This motorcycle is just loaded with stickers. It's unbelievable. And we have John Pothia's custom decals coming. And we have the Benelli, and we have that. We have so much stuff, it's unbelievable. Some nights when I end a night like this, I just look at everything and I say, wow. It's hard to believe how much stuff. This is a small shop, but an awful lot of stuff gets painted here.